Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I will discuss about the previous year ASSAM TET question paper held in 2019 for upper primary level and particularly from the section of social science. Moving forward, let's take to the first question. The first question is during early Vedic period, words like Panchala or Kurus or Bharata referred to. So the options are given here. The correct option is a tribe. But in later Vedic period, in later Vedic period, in later Vedic periods, this Panchala, this Kurus turned to have a large kingdom. They turned to have a large kingdom in later Vedic period. So the first one, the first correct answer, that is during the early Vedic period, words like Panchala or Kurus or Bharata referred to whom? Referred to a tribe. But we have to remember that in later Vedic period, these tribes these tribes turned to have a large kingdom. So second question, the Himalayas are the options are Old Pole Mountain, Young Pole Mountain, C. Block Pole Mountain, and D. Volcanic Mountain. Here, the correct answer is Young Pole Mountain. When we talk about Folded Mountain, we have lots of examples. The correct answer is Young Pole Mountain, like Andes, Andes of South America, and Alps of Europe. These are the example of folded mountains. So let's move to the next. So the third question we have is in which of the following district of Assam the Orang National Park situated? So the correct answer should be Sonitpur. 34. Kilimanjaro is an example of which of the following mountains? Kilimanjaro is an example of which of the following mountain? The correct answer should be volcanic mountain. It is in Africa. It is in Africa region. The volcanic mountains. The Kilimanjaro mountain is found in African region. And recently in the news that Assam government has decided to rename the Orang National Park. The earlier name was Raj, Rajiv Gandhi Orang National Park. Rajiv Gandhi Orang National Park, but the government of Assam has decided to drop the name Rajiv Gandhi recently. So its name remains Orang National Park. So moving on to the next question. The most densely populated region in India, the correct answer is the northern region. So northern region. And when we talk about the highest populated state in India, the first is UP, second is Maharashtra, Maharashtra, third third is Bihar, third is Bihar. These three states are highly populated in India. First comes is Uttar Pradesh, secondly Maharashtra, and thirdly Bihar. So the most densely populated region in India, the correct answer is northern region. Next questions. The demand for swaraj for a self-rule for Indian was first articulated by whom? The correct answer is the Dadabhai Naoroji. And this declaration made in 1906 in INC session, 1906 Congress session, 1906 in Congress session, Dadabhai Naoroji made a demand for swaraj or self-rule in Indian for the first time. And when we talk about Swaraj Party, when we talk about Swaraj Party, it was formed in 1923, 1923 by Motilal Nehru and Chittaranjan Das, C.R. Das. C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party in 1923. But as far as the demand for Swaraj or self-rule is concerned, it was first made by whom? Made by Dadabhai Naoroji in the year 1906 during the Congress session. So moving on to the next questions. Zojila situated in the Himalaya is a glacier, river, mountain pass and stream. The correct answer is mountain pass. There are several mountain pass in India. Some of examples like Bomdila, Bomdila mountain pass. It is in Arunachal. Then like other example like Pass, Changla Pass. It is in Jammu and Jammu and Kashmir, and many other pass can be found in India. So most important this question, Jojila is a mountain pass. Jojila is a mountain pass, and this Jojila pass is found in where? Found in Ladakh region of India. So moving on to the next question, the British general who defeated Tantia II and Rani of Jhansi in the central India was? The correct answer is Campbell. Sir John Campbell. Sir John Campbell. So the Tantia top is associated with the revolt of 1857. Revolt of 1857. Tantia top associated with the revolt of 1857, and he lead he lead the revolt from Gwalior. He lead the revolt from Gwalior. These names is to be remembered for exam point of view. In examination, if asked from which region Tantia to represent the revolt of 1857, then the correct answer would be Gwalior. Moving on to the next question. The Koch kingdom who got divided into two parts. One is western part of the kingdom was known as Koch Bihar, and what was the eastern part known as? Eastern part is known as Koch Hajo. Koch Hajo. The Koch kingdom is mostly found in Assam and Bengal. Koch kingdom was mostly found in Assam and Bengal, and it was founded in 1515 AD. The Koch kingdom was found in 1515 AD, and especially they were found in Assam and Bengal. So founder of Koch kingdom, here we can take another point with respect to the Koch kingdom. With respect to Koch kingdom, founder of Koch kingdom is none other than Vishwa Sinha. Father of Koch kingdom would relate is or was Vishwa Sinha. So this point can be remembered, and their capital was Kamatapur. Their capital was Kamatapur, Chikana Kamatapur. Chikana Kamatapur. So these points can be associated with the Koch kingdom. When we are asked about who was the founder of Koch kingdom, the answers will be Vishwasinha. And where was the capital of the Kamata kingdom, the answers should be Chikana Kamatapur. And the division the Koch kingdom got divided. One is Koch Hajo, and another is Koch Bihar. Moving on to the next question, who among the following is associated with the discovery of the city of Mohenjo-daro? So the correct answers will be Dr. R.D. Banerjee in the year 1922. He was an Indian archaeologist. He was an Indian archaeologist. He was an Indian archaeologist, and he was associated with the discovery of Mohenjo-daro in the year 1922. Moving on to the next question. The Padmini episode is connected with which Sultan of Delhi? The correct answer is Alauddin Khilji. So, Delhi Sultanate, Alauddin Khilji or the Khilji dynasty, also one of the great dynasties that ruled over Delhi. And there were five dynasties. There were five dynasties that ruled Delhi. Firstly, Slave dynasty. Secondly, Khilji dynasty. Thirdly, Tughlaq dynasty. Fourthly, Said Said dynasty, and fifthly it is Lodi dynasty. So these five dynasties names are to be remembered with respect to the Empire of Delhi that ruled over Delhi for 320 320 years. So here another questions may be asked like who was the founder of slave dynasty? Then the answers will be Kutubuddin Aibak. And secondly, who was the founder of Khilji dynasty? Then the answers will be Jalaluddin Khilji. And who was the founder of Tughlaq dynasty? The answers will be Muhammad bin Tughlaq. And who was the founder of Said dynasty? The answers will be Said Khizr Khan. And who was the founder of Lodi dynasty? The answers will be Bahlul Lodi. So these points also may be important for exam points of view. Then the five dynasties that rule over Delhi, just remember this name: Slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Said dynasty, and Lodi dynasty. They rule over Delhi for 320 years. It was these five dynasties were the Islamic. These five dynasties were the Islamic rulers. Were Islamic rulers. So these names can be remembered. So here the Padmini episode related with who is Sultan of Delhi. The answer is Alauddin Khilji. Moving on to the next question. Which is not true about the function of guild during the Gupta Empire? So the correct answer is number C. Guilds were politically ambiguous and therefore played an important role in the political arena. This is not one of the functions of guild during the Gupta Empire. When we talk about guilds, guilds are the union of artisans, union of artisans. So it includes laborers also and other workers also. So the correct answer for this question is guilds were politically ambitious and therefore played an important role in the political arena. Moving on to the next questions. Who of the following reform leaders of Maharashtra was the chief architect of Parthana Samaj? Reform leaders of Maharashtra. Reform leader of Maharashtra was the chief architect of Parthana Samaj. The correct answer is Mahadev Govinda Ranade. But as far as the Parthana Samaj is concerned, it was founded by whom? It was founded by Atmaram Pandurang. Atmaram Pandurang. In the year 1867. In the year 1867, the Patna Samaj was founded by whom? Patna Samaj was founded by Admaram Pandurang. In which year M.G. Ranade joined Patna Samaj? It is in 1870. It is in 1870. And after the joining of M.G. Ranade, Patna Samaj became very popular. So next, take the next question. Florida current is found in which of the following ocean? Florida current is found in which of the following ocean? The correct answer is Atlantic Oceans. So this Florida current is warm current. Florida current is warm current. There are many currents found in oceans. In Pacific, in Indian Ocean, current like Agulhas, which is warm current, like Indian equatorial current. It's also a warm current. This current can be warm or cool. And as far as the Florida current is concerned, it is a warm current, and it is found in where? It is found in the Atlantic Ocean. Let's take the next question. The Ahom ruler who first to turn the Kachari kingdom as Thapita Sanchita Raja was? The correct answer is Suhungmung. And with respect to Suhungmung, what question? Another questions can be asked. What is the pet name of Suhungmung? Then the answers will be Dihinia Raja. The answers will be Dihinia Raja. The term used for Kacharis. The Thabita Sanchita was the term that is used for whom? Used for the Kachari kings. And when we talk about the Kachari kings, three capitals, three capitals are to be remembered. The first capital is Kachamari, that is near Golaghat. Near Golaghat. Second capital was Dimapur, and the third capital was Maibong. These are the three capitals of Kachari kingdoms. Three capitals of Kachari kingdom. First capital Kachamari, that is near Golaghat. Secondly Dimapur, presently in Nagaland, and thirdly Maibong, presently in Dima Hasao. So after the invasion of Suhumung in the Kachari kingdom, they permanently fled away from Dimapur and settled where? Settled in the area of Maibong, that is presently located in Dimahasa district. And this term Thapita Chanchita is used by the Ahom king Suhumung to denote the Kachari kings. So the correct answers will be Suhumung. The next question, the boundary between the mantle and core. The boundary between mantle and core. So the correct answer is Weisert-Gutenberg discontinuity. Weisert-Gutenberg discontinuity, that is the difference made between mantle and core. It's called Weisert-Gutenberg discontinuity. And as far as Mohorovic discontinuity is concerned, it differs class from mantle. The boundary between crust and mantle is called as Mohorovic discontinuity, and as far as the boundary between mantle and core is called, it is Weisert-Gutenberg discontinuity. Moving on to the next question, the Kamoli copper plate inscription Lord Vidyadeva was discovered at. So what would be the correct answer? It is in Guwahati. Fourthly, 48 questions. El Nino. El Nino is a ring-shaped coral reef, a stream in a desert, a type of mountain, none of the above. So here the correct answer is none of the above. When we talk about El Nino, it is nothing but an atmospheric phenomena. It is an atmospheric phenomena, and another atmospheric phenomena is at La Nina. So these two terms, El Nino and La Nina, is nothing but the atmospheric phenomena. It is not a ring-shaped coral reef. It is not a type of mountain, or it is not a stream in desert. So the correct answers will be none of the above. So next, move to the next question. Who was the author of Burundi Vivek Ratna? The correct answer is Maniram Devan. 50. Which of the following Assamese novel is based on Second World War? The correct answer is Jangam. Jangam was authored by Debendranath Acharya. Debendranath Acharya. And for this book, he won Sahitya Academy Award. Sahitya Academy Award in 1982 for the book Jangam. Sahitya Academy Award was given in the year 1982, and the Jangam is based on the Second World War, and it is written by whom? It is written by Devendranath Acharya. So let's move to the next question. The second largest planet of the solar system: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and none of the above. The correct answer is the second largest planet. So next question: which of the following is the largest tributary of Brahmaputra? The largest tributary of Brahmaputra is Subansiri. It is 442 kilometer in length. 442 kilometer in length. And as far as the smallest tributary is smallest tributary is concerned, it is Borgang. It is Borgang, and it is only 42 kilometer in length. So, which of the flowing largest tributary of Brahmaputra? The correct answer is Subansiri, and it is 442 kilometer in length. And as far as the smallest tributary of Brahmaputra is concerned, the correct answer is Borgang, and it is 42 kilometer in length. So, first question was the second largest planet solar system, that is Saturn, and these questions needs to be remembered, especially for the upcoming TET examination. Which of the flowing largest tributary of Brahmaputra? The correct answer is Subansiri, and particularly the smallest one, that is Borgang, and the length is 42 kilometers. So moving on to the next questions. Poverty and un-British rule. Poverty and un-British rule in India was written by whom? Written by none other than Dadabhai Naroji. This book was authored in 1901. 1900. And when we talk about Dadabhai Naroji, there are several questions asked in examination, like in what, who is known as the Grand Old Man of India? Grand Old Man of India. Then the correct answer is Dadabhai Naroji. He is known as another name. He is known with another name, that is un unofficial ambassador of India. Unofficial ambassador of India. Unofficial ambassador of India. Dhairabhai Naroji was known with several other names, that is Grand Old Man of India, and also the unofficial ambassador of India. And one of the most important point regarding Dhairabhai Naroji, he was the first MP. He was the first British MP. He was the first British MP. He was the first member of parliament in United Kingdom. First member of parliament in United Kingdom is Dharabhai Naroji, and who is known as Grand Old Man of India, Dharabhai Naroji, and who was known as the unofficial ambassador of India. Then the correct answer would be Dharabhai Naroji. And again, let us discuss the poverty of un-British India rule was written in which year? It is in 1901. So moving on to the next question. Who was the last ruler of Varman dynasty of ancient Assam? The last ruler of Varman dynasty in ancient Assam, the correct answer is Varman. And total king under Varman dynasty is called to be as 13 13 numbers. So as far as Bhaskar Varman is concerned, he is the 13th king of 13th king of Varman dynasty. And when another question may be asked, when we talk about Varman dynasty, that is the founder of Varman dynasty, the correct answers would be Pushya Varman. The correct answer will be Pushya Varman. Pushya Varman was the first king of Varman dynasty, and the last king of Varman dynasty is that Bhaskar Varman. And another point in this regard, with respect to Bhaskar Varman, can be asked in examination is that the Chinese uh, Chinese traveler. A Chinese traveler Yuan Shang. Yuan Shang visited Kamrupa during the reign of whom? During the reign of Bhaskara Varman in the year 1643 AD. In the year 1643 AD. So these questions also asked many times in the examinations that a Chinese traveler called Yuan Shang visited during the reign of who is king? The correct answer is Bhaskar Varman, and in which year? 1643 AD. So Bhaskar Varman is the last king of Varman dynasty, and what is the number? That is 13 number of king of Varman dynasty, and the first king was Varman. He was the first king, and he was the founder of Varman dynasty. Moving on to the next questions. Which of the following is a period of retreating monsoon season in India? The correct answer is June and September. So the difference between Indian Standard Time (IST) and Greenwich Time (GMT) is, the correct answer is 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours. So moving on to the next questions. The first Indian astronomer who said about the spherical shape of the earth. The correct answer is Aryabhatta. Next questions. Titan is a satellite of which of the flowing planet? Titan is a satellite of which of the flowing planet? The correct answer is Saturn. The correct answer is Saturn. So, as far as the satellite is concerned, as far as natural satellite is concerned in the solar system, Saturn has how many? Saturn has Saturn has 61 satellites. Saturn has 61 satellites, and Jupiter has 63 satellites. Jupiter has 63 satellites, and as far as Venus is concerned, Venus doesn't have any satellite. It has no satellite. So Saturn has how many satellites? Saturn has 61 natural satellites. Jupiter has how many moons? Satellite here refers to moon. Jupiter has how many moons? Jupiter has 63. Jupiter has 63, and the largest one is Ganymede. This was asked in the APSC examinations. This question was asked in APSC examination. The largest satellite of Jupiter, that is Ganymede, and it is also known as the largest satellite in the solar system. Largest satellite in the solar system. So we need to remember the name Ganymede. Ganymede is the largest satellite in the solar system, and as well as it is the largest satellite of Jupiter. So when we talk about the other planet like Mercury, Mercury has no satellite. Earth has how many? I think all of us know that Earth has one moon or one satellite, natural satellite, and Mars has how many moons? That is two satellite or moon. That is, one is known as Phobos. One is known as Phobos, and another is Deimos. So these two names can be asked in the exam. So the two satellite in Mars is known as, one is natural satellite, one is Phobos, and what is Deimos. So Mercury has no satellite. Venus has no satellite. Venus has no satellite. Venus has no satellite. Jupiter has how many satellite? Jupiter has 63 moons or satellites. Saturn has how many? So 61 moons or satellites. So here another questions may be asked that who is who is planet in the solar system? Who is planet in the solar system has largest number of satellite or moon? Satellite satellite or moon, then the correct answer should be Jupiter. How many? It is 63. Just remember the numbers. Let's move on to the next questions. 59. About 78% of the atmosphere is composed of which of the flowing gases by volume. So these are here nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and ozone. These are nothing but the atmospheric gas. These are nothing but atmospheric gas, and the highest number is nitrogen. The correct answer is nitrogen. So the correct answer is nitrogen. Nitrogen has how many? Nitrogen 78% atmospheric gas, and second oxygen. Oxygen has how many? Oxygen has 21%. And other atmospheric gas like carbon dioxide, CO2. CO2 has 0.038%. And argon is also an atmospheric gas. It has 0.93%. So these numbers can be remembered and can be asked in the examination. The highest quantity or highest percentage of atmospheric gas found in the air is one is nitrogen with 78%, and secondly oxygen, that is 21%, and thirdly argon, that is 0.93%, and fourthly carbon dioxide, it is 0.38%. Just remember the percent. This may be important for the exam point of view. So moving on to the next question. Which of the following was the first newspaper of India? The first newspaper of India, the correct answer is the Bengal Gazette. The Bengal Gazette came into existence in 1780, and it was published by whom? Published. It was published by James Augustus Hickey. James Augustus Hickey. It was come into existence in the year 1780, the Bengal Gazette. And as far as the Calcutta Gazette is concerned, it was come into existence in 1784. It was founded by Francis Gladwin. So these two names can be remembered. One is James Augustus Hickey and another is Francis Gladwin. So which of the following was the first newspaper in India? The correct answer is Bengal Gazette, come into existence in 1780. By whom? By James Augustus Hickey. Just remember the name. And secondly, the Bengal Gazette was founded in 1784, and it was by whom? By Francis Gladwin. So moving forward to the next question. Article 21 of the Indian Constitution is related to whom? The correct answer is right to education. The correct answer is right to education. And as far as the food security is concerned, the article related is 39A. And as far as the RTI, right to information, is concerned, that is article related is 19A1. So this article can be remembered. So article 21 of the Indian Constitution related to whom? Related to the right to education. Let's take next questions. Kayakalp scheme associated whom? Kayakam scheme associated with whom? Kayakam scheme is associated with health sector. So it was launched. The Kayakam scheme was launched in 15 May 2015 under Modi government. Under Modi government, May 15, 2015, the Kayakam scheme was launched, and it is related with whom? It is related with the health sector. So let's take to the next question. Which of the following procedures is not followed in the business of parliament of session in India? Question are obviously it is followed. Privilege motion, it is also followed. It is also a part of parliament proceeding. And This calling attention motion is also followed, so the correct answers will be filibuster. It is not followed in the business of the parliament session in India. Next question, hypermarket is. Options are given as supermarket, a departmental store, combination of both A and B, neither A or B. The correct hypermarket is both a supermarket as well as the departmental store. The correct answer will be C. So here the correct answer is filibuster, and here in hypermarket the correct answer is combination of both A and B. Moving on to the next questions. What is being rate? The correct answer is the rate at which commercial bank borrow money from whom? From the Reserve Bank of India. This is the correct answers. Question and option number A. 66 question. The currency notes and the coins are called as both B and C. So both B also legal tenders, currency notes and fiat money. The correct answer will be D. Correct answer is D. The currency notes and coins are called as both legal tenders money and also the fiat money. Moving on to the next questions. Self-help group bank linkage program was first launched by whom? So here Assam Gramin Vikas Bank, NABARD, State Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India. The correct answer is NABARD. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. The full form NABARD is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. In the year, in which year? In the year 1992. In 1992, the NABARD has made the Self-Help Group Bank Linkage Program official. So as far as the SAG is concerned, as far as the SAG is concerned, it was first come into existence. The concept of SAG come into existence in which country? In Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, the concept of SAG come into existence in which country? It is in Bangladesh by Bangladesh Gramin Bank. Bangladesh Gramin Bank started the concept of self-help group, and in which year? In 1975. In 1975. So these questions may be also important. This question was asked in the ASRLM exam. ASRLMS exam. Assam State Rural Livelihood Mission exam. These questions was asked. The SAG routes originated to which country? The correct answer is Bangladesh. In which year? 1975. By whom? By the Bangladesh Gramin Bank. So this point can also be remembered for the exam point of view. So here the first question, the correct answer is NABARD. Secondly, take next question. In how many states of India have bicameral legislature? In how many states of India have bicameral legislature? The correct answer is 7. The correct answer is 7. There are 7 states with bicameral legislature, both in legislative council and legislative assembly. The one formula can be remembered in this regard. That is Andhra, Bihari, Jamkar, राष्ट्रगान उत्तर प्रदेश में गाया, यूपी में गाया. So this formula can be remembered. This formula can be remembered in order to remember the name of states which have bicameral legislature. Here Andhra represent Andhra Pradesh. Andhra represent Andhra Pradesh. Bihari represent Bihar. Bihari represent Bihar. Jammu Kashmir. Karnataka. Rashtra Maharashtra. Gan Telangana. And UP, that is UP. So this formula can be remembered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are how many states? There are 7 states. There are 7 states which have bicameral legislature, and the formula To remember the name of the state is Andhra, Bihari, Jamkar, Rashtragan, UP में Gaya. So here Andhra referred to Andhra Pradesh, Bihari referred to Bihar, Jam referred to Jammu and Kashmir, Kar referred to Karnataka, Rashtra referred to Maharashtra, Gan referred to Telangana, and UP referred to Uttar Pradesh. So this formula you can note it down for the exam point of view so that you can easily remember the name of the states which have bicameral legislature. So moving on to the next questions. Which of the following function of RBI or which of the following is not the function of the Reserve Bank of India? Custody of foreign currency, correct. Printing of currency notes, correct. Issuance of currency notes, ये नहीं है. Then controller of credit, that is also correct. The issuance of coins. This issuance of coin is done by whom? By Government of India. It is done by whom? It is done by the Government of India. Government of India Government of India supplies to whom? Supply to RBI for what? For its circulation. For its circulation. So the correct answer will be issuance of coin. Issuance of coins done by whom? By Government of India. The next question, which of the following state is formed on the basis of language in India? The correct answer is Andhra Pradesh. Let's move to the next questions. Which of the following state is the largest producer of gold in India? Largest producer of gold in India. The correct answer is Karnataka. Next, move to the next questions. Which of the following statement is not true? Not true to the sixth schedule of the constitutions of India. So the correct answer is the autonomous councils governed under the sixth schedule have legislative, executive, and judicial power. This is not the true about sixth schedule of the constitutions of India. So the correct first one is correct of the constitution of India ensure the socio-political cultural autonomy of the northeast tribe of India. That is correct. Sixth schedule recognize customary law, that is correct, to prevalent in tribal areas. All autonomous council of northeast India are governed as per the provision of sixth schedule. That is also correct. So the correct answers for these questions will be number D. Moving on to the next questions. Which of the following state was the first to adopt Panchayati Raj? First to adopt Panchayati Raj, the correct answer is Rajasthan. As far as the introduction is concerned, it is where? It is in Andhra Pradesh. It is in Andhra Pradesh. And in which district of Rajasthan, firstly or fully implemented, it is in Nagaur district. Nagaur district of Rajasthan. The firstly Panchayati Raj system was fully adopted. So the correct answer is Rajasthan. Next is 74. The first 5-year plan of India was based on which model? Based on the Harold-Domar model. First one is based on Harold-Domar model, and second 5-year plan is based on Nehru-Mahalanobis model. Nehru-Mahalanobis model. So this point can also be remembered. First 5-year plan is based on which model? Harold-Domar model. And second 5-year plan is based on which model? Based on Nehru-Mahalanobis model. So moving on to the next question. As per 2011 census, the district having the lowest literacy rate among the district of Assam is, the correct answer is Dhuburi. The percentage is 58.34. And highest literacy rate is Kamrup Metro. Highest literacy rate with the district is Kamrup Metro, and the lowest literacy rate as per 2011 census is Dhuburi. So the correct answer is Dhuburi. Next question, which of the following statement is correct in case of parliamentary form of government? The correct answer is in parliamentary form of government, the head of the state is the titular executive. Moving on to the next question, which of the following is associated with the Indian election? The correct answer is first the post system. Next question, under which article of the Indian Constitution the president can declare emergency in the Even that state government is unable to function according to the constitutional provision. The correct answer is 352. The correct answer is 356. 352 is related with national emergency, and Article 360 is financial financial emergency. So state emergency is associated with Article 356. 352 is related with national emergency, and third, and there is Article 360 is related with financial emergency. Moving on to the next questions. Which of the following is used for international money transfer? The correct answer is SWIFT. What is the full form of SWIFT? Society for Worldwide Interbank Telecommunication. Society for Worldwide Interbank Telecommunication. Interbank Communication. Society for Worldwide Interbank Telecommunication. This method is used to transfer international money. Wherever an RTGS, the full form RTGS is real time gross settlement, whereas NEFT is National Electronic Fund Transfer. So the correct answer is SWIFT. So next question: the Circular Commission set up in 1983 by the government of India was interested to examine what? Interested to examine the relationship and balance of power between state government and the central government. So let's take the next questions. The concept of judicial review. The concept of judicial review in the Constitution of India is borrowed from which of the following? So the correct answer is USA. The correct answer is as far as the USSR is concerned. As far as the USSR is concerned, we need to remember fundamental duties. Fundamental. The provision of fundamental duties borrowed from whom? USSR, United States Soviet Union. Russia. Next, and what about Japan? From Japan, Indian Constitution borrowed one provision, that is procedure established by law. Procedure established by law. So here in this question, the concept of judicial review in the Constitution of India is borrowed from which the following country? That is USSR. The next question: how many languages does the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution Indian recognize? That is the correct answer is 22. Moving on to the next question: in which year Reserve Bank of India introduced the concept of the classification of money? This M1, M2, M3, and M4. The correct answer is 1977. These are introduced, or these are measures. These are measures to measure money supply. It was introduced in which year? It was introduced in 1977. Next question: in which of the following is not a feature of democracy? Rule of law correct, election correct, independence of judiciary correct. So the right answer will be hereditary rule. So this is not the feature of democracy. So the correct answer is hereditary rule. Let's move to the next question. The zero budget system was first adopted in which country? First adopted in India. So Sikkim was added to the Northeastern Council in which year? Sikkim was added to the Northeastern Council in the year 2022. NEC, its headquarters, Northeastern headquarters is Shillong. That also another point we can get out of it, and we need to remember it comes under what? It comes under Donair. It comes under Donair. That is Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region. It functions under Donair, that is Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, and its headquarters is Shillong. And it is function as a statutory regional planning body for Northeastern Region. It is a planning body. It is a planning body for whom? For the Northeastern Region. And Northeastern Council was established in which year? Northeastern Council was established in 1972. NEC was established in which year? NEC was established in 1972. So this may be also important for the exam point of view. So moving on to the next questions. Moving on to the next questions. How many election commissioners are in election commission? The correct answer is 3. The next question, which of the following is a constitutional body? Which of the following is a constitutional body? Election commission is correct, finance commission correct, national commission is correct. So it should be the D. The D should be the correct answer. This is these all three A, B, C are nothing but a constitutional body. The correct answer should be so D. So these are all the questions I have discussed with you all. These are all the questions I have discussed with you. Hope you will be benefited out of it. Thanks for watching. Thank you.